Hi, passionate Rangers FC fans. Welcome to Rangers Update, your dedicated source for all things Rangers. Before we dive in, we want to express our gratitude for your unwavering support. If you bleed blue, don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, and let's strengthen our community. Now, let's get into the latest updates. A hearty welcome to our new followers. Your backing means the world to us. WATP, let's get to the news. The Rangers' locker room is reportedly in turmoil after what insiders are calling one of the most explosive incidents of recent years, centered around James Henry Tavernier, the club's iconic right-back. According to whispers and murmurs from sources close to the team, a senior player has reportedly declared, in no uncertain terms, that he refuses to play alongside Tavernier anymore, throwing the entire dressing room into a frenzy of tension and speculation. The origins of the dispute are still unclear, but people familiar with the squad suggest that personality clashes and differing opinions on leadership within the team have reached a breaking point. Tavernier, a player renowned for his dedication and tenacity on the field, now finds himself at the center of a controversy that could have ripple effects far beyond the immediate squad. Fans and pundits alike have been quick to react on social media, debating whether the situation is a temporary flare-up or a symptom of deeper issues within the Rangers' hierarchy. Observers are suggesting that such a standoff might even impact the team's performance in crucial upcoming fixtures, adding a layer of drama that nobody expected to witness at Ibrox this season. Sources say that tensions reportedly escalated after what insiders describe as a heated exchange during training, where opinions clashed over tactics, team strategy, and personal conduct, ultimately culminating in a confrontation that left teammates shocked and unsettled. While the exact words exchanged are still shrouded in secrecy, the emotional impact was reportedly so intense that several players have allegedly requested private meetings with management to discuss the future of the squad's dynamics. The Rangers' coaching staff is said to be treading carefully, balancing the need to maintain team harmony with the reality that Tavernier is not only a star player, but also the club captain, carrying considerable influence both on and off the pitch. Meanwhile, locker room whispers hint at factions forming, with some players reportedly siding with Tavernier, admiring his professionalism and commitment, while others are allegedly questioning his methods and attitude, fueling speculation about the long-term stability of the squad. Sports journalists covering Scottish football have seized upon these rumors, weaving intricate narratives about the potential fallout, the possible trades, or disciplinary actions that could follow, making the situation feel as if the Rangers are navigating a minefield with every decision they take. Adding to the drama, fan forums and social media channels are buzzing with speculation, with supporters divided between outrage, support, and disbelief at the reported standoff. Some fans argue that Tavernier's leadership and contributions on the field justify his central role in the team, while others suggest that no player should be beyond reproach and that squad cohesion must come first, regardless of individual talent. The debate has sparked intense conversations online, with pundits analyzing every photograph, social media post, and press conference for signs of cracks in the Rangers' once impenetrable facade. Meanwhile, insiders claim that training sessions have become a tense environment, with whispers of players avoiding eye contact, subtle arguments over drills, and an overall atmosphere that insiders describe as palpably strained. Despite the rumors, management reportedly remains publicly calm, issuing statements emphasizing unity, professionalism, and the club's commitment to overcoming challenges together, but those closest to the squad suggest that behind closed doors, the mood is far more precarious. If unresolved, this conflict could reverberate across the Scottish Premiership, influencing not only performances but also transfer decisions, contract negotiations, and the overall morale of one of Scotland's most storied clubs. Reports from insiders further claim that the disagreement has now reached levels where certain players are questioning their commitment to the club, pondering whether staying in a tense, divided environment is in their best interests. While Tavernier remains committed to performing at his highest level, sources suggest that the emotional weight of the confrontation has left him isolated at times, relying on a smaller circle of trusted teammates for support and counsel. This has sparked whispers that leadership dynamics within the squad are undergoing a subtle but profound shift, with younger players perhaps being forced to choose allegiances, and older players contemplating their influence and role in maintaining harmony. The speculation is rife that if the situation is not managed carefully, it could lead to unforeseen consequences, ranging from players requesting transfers to a potential reshuffling of captaincy responsibilities, making what might have seemed a mere locker room spat into a significant issue capable of shaping the trajectory of the club's season. Meanwhile, pundits in Scottish football circles are reportedly analyzing the incident for deeper implications, suggesting that the Rangers' handling of this situation could set a precedent for how star players and squad disputes are managed in the league moving forward. They argue that the balance between authority, respect, and individual expression is delicate, and when that balance tips, it can generate storylines that capture public imagination and scrutiny far beyond what happens on match day. Tavernier's reputation as a committed, tireless professional is contrasted sharply against the claims of internal dissent, and this juxtaposition is feeding a narrative of drama that feels almost cinematic. Fans and commentators are dissecting every interview, every tactical decision, and even social media interactions for subtle hints of alignment or division, further magnifying the tension and fueling speculation. Those closest to the team are reportedly doing everything possible to prevent matters from spilling into public confrontation. But the combination of talent, ego, and personality differences means that the Rangers' dressing room might be at a tipping point unlike anything seen in recent years, creating a highly charged, suspenseful environment that captures the attention of the footballing world. Analysts also point out that this is not simply a clash of personalities, but could have material consequences on the pitch, where team cohesion is paramount to success. If players cannot reconcile their differences, the resulting lack of unity could manifest in miscommunications during matches, defensive lapses, or diminished morale that impacts performance over a string of fixtures. For a club of Rangers' stature, competing on multiple fronts including domestic league, cups, and potentially European competitions, the stakes are enormous, and even minor discord can escalate into major setbacks. The juxtaposition of public calm with private turbulence has created a dual narrative that is both fascinating and concerning, with fans craving updates, yet also fearing the potential fallout. Ultimately, this situation, with Tavernier, may come to define more than just a season. It could influence managerial decisions, recruitment strategies, and the broader culture of the squad, as the Rangers attempt to navigate the intricate web of talent management, leadership, and interpersonal dynamics. The outcome remains uncertain, leaving observers, journalists, and supporters alike to speculate wildly on what might unfold next in this high-stakes drama at Ibrox. Insiders suggest that the ripple effects of this locker room conflict are already being felt beyond Ibrox, as club executives reportedly convene frequent meetings to discuss strategies for calming tensions while safeguarding team performance. There is speculation that contract negotiations, player incentives, and even scouting decisions could be influenced by the current unrest, with management needing to weigh the risk of alienating key players against the necessity of maintaining squad unity. Behind closed doors, sources claim that senior staff are deliberating on whether to mediate between the conflicting parties or assert authority in a more directive manner, an approach that could either resolve the issue or exacerbate divisions. Fans, meanwhile, are dissecting every development with relentless scrutiny, interpreting even minor comments from players or staff as potential indicators of shifting alliances or imminent decisions. Social media buzzes with conjecture, memes, and heated debates, with some supporters calling for Tavernier to be defended at all costs, while others suggest that compromise or even departures may be inevitable. Journalists covering Scottish football closely are reportedly preparing in-depth pieces that could shape public perception, illustrating the high stakes and intense pressure surrounding a situation that was once thought to be confined to private disagreements among teammates. Reports from training sessions indicate that even routine drills have taken on a charged atmosphere, with observers noting subtle shifts in body language, communication patterns, and groupings during exercises. Players allegedly avoid certain interactions, whisper in corners, and carefully monitor exchanges between key figures, creating a tense environment where every decision and reaction is scrutinized. Coaches are reportedly attempting to implement strategies to foster collaboration and trust, Yet sources suggest that the impact of the Tavernier conflict lingers, complicating even the most straightforward tactical instructions. Analysts speculate that such sustained tension could affect matchday performance, as uncertainty and unease on the training ground might translate into hesitations, miscommunications, or lapses in concentration during competitive fixtures. Some insiders hint at psychological support measures being introduced, including counseling sessions, team-building exercises, and confidential discussions designed to defuse friction. Yet others argue that underlying personality clashes may resist formal intervention. Meanwhile, the broader Scottish football community remains riveted, with pundits, commentators, and supporters all attempting to read between the lines of every reported interaction, further amplifying the intrigue. The Rangers management, according to sources, recognizes the delicate balancing act required to maintain both discipline and morale, understanding that the path forward demands nuanced handling of both talent and temperament. Whispers from within the squad suggest that Tavernier's leadership style, previously celebrated for its drive and commitment, has become a lightning rod for criticism, polarizing opinions among teammates and generating factions that are quietly assessing their positions within the team. While some players reportedly admire his intensity and relentless work ethic, others are said to feel overshadowed, constrained, or even frustrated by his influence, which insiders claim has led to heightened scrutiny of his every action. Observers of Scottish football have highlighted how such dynamics are not uncommon in high-pressure environments. But the unusual aspect here is the public nature of the leaks, as details of internal discussions appear to be filtering into media narratives despite efforts to maintain confidentiality. Fans are reportedly split between those who view Tavernier as an untouchable leader deserving full support and those who argue that collective harmony should take precedence over individual prominence. Pundits are dissecting not only the tactical consequences of the unrest, but also the psychological dimensions, exploring how personality, ego, and team cohesion intersect in ways that could define the outcome of the season. The Rangers' hierarchy faces a complex challenge, needing to safeguard morale while preserving the integrity and authority of the club captain, a situation described by insiders as an intricate dance on a knife edge of loyalty and leadership. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to get all the exclusive news about Rangers FC. Don't overlook any details about your beloved team. It's crucial for Rangers FC fans. Further speculation suggests that this incident could trigger a domino effect, influencing player transfers, managerial strategies, and even the club's reputation among prospective signings. Sources allege that agents, scouts, and rival clubs are monitoring the situation closely, assessing how the internal dynamics might affect decisions on potential acquisitions or departures. Some insiders hint that discussions regarding contract extensions or renegotiations are being approached with unprecedented caution, with both players and management acutely aware of the potential ramifications of missteps during this tense period. Media analysts note that a single high-profile dispute can reshape perceptions of a club, affecting fan engagement, sponsorship, and broader narratives surrounding the team. Rangers, with their storied history and passionate fan base, are navigating these challenges under intense scrutiny, balancing public messaging of unity and professionalism against private efforts to resolve interpersonal tensions. Fans, on the other hand, are becoming amateur analysts, scrutinizing interviews, observing body language, and speculating about alliances and fractures, creating a feedback loop where public pressure interacts with internal discord. This multi-layered environment has reportedly heightened the stakes, with every action, comment, and decision carrying amplified significance, creating a situation in which even minor developments can escalate into widely reported drama, keeping the club at the center of Scottish football conversations. Rumors from the locker room indicate that younger players are caught in the middle, forced to navigate subtle allegiances while observing the fallout from senior figures' disagreements, creating an environment rife with tension and potential resentment. Insiders suggest that mentorship dynamics may be strained, with aspirational players weighing their loyalty to Tavernier against the desire to remain neutral or align with other influential teammates, introducing a complex social landscape into what is already a professionally demanding environment. Analysts argue that managing this balance is crucial, as the integration of youth talent into senior squads is often delicate, requiring careful guidance, mutual respect, and open communication. If mishandled, the situation could slow development, reduce morale, or even encourage departures of promising players who feel uncomfortable amid ongoing conflict. Meanwhile, commentators and journalists continue to craft narratives around the drama, blending speculation, insider reports, and expert analysis to capture audience attention, further intensifying scrutiny on the Rangers. Management is reportedly aware of this pressure and is exploring both formal and informal avenues to rebuild trust, maintain performance standards, and ensure that emerging talents do not feel alienated. The challenge is described by insiders as both operational and psychological, highlighting the intricate interplay between performance, leadership, and squad cohesion in modern football. Speculation continues that the fallout from the Tavernier dispute could have wider repercussions, potentially influencing not only the current season but the club's strategic planning for years to come. Analysts suggest that if divisions persist, the Rangers might have to reconsider leadership structures, redistribute responsibilities, or even make difficult personnel decisions to preserve the integrity of the squad. Fans, meanwhile, are actively engaged in debates, dissecting every angle, and creating their own theories about possible resolutions or escalations, effectively amplifying the intensity of the situation. Sources allege that the media frenzy, combined with internal factionalism, is putting unprecedented pressure on management and coaching staff who must balance transparency with discretion, authority with diplomacy, and immediate performance with long-term stability. Pundits argue that this scenario illustrates the complexities of modern football management, where talent, personality, and public perception intersect in ways that can rapidly escalate minor disputes into major stories. As the Rangers navigate this tumultuous period, every training session, press conference, and team meeting is now viewed as a potential indicator of resolution, escalation, or change. The outcome remains uncertain, with insiders emphasizing that careful handling, strategic foresight, and effective communication will be key to determining whether this incident will be remembered as a temporary flare-up or a defining moment in the club's history. Observers also point out that this drama has captured the imagination of the broader Scottish footballing community, illustrating the intense scrutiny, passion, and narrative interest that accompany high-profile clubs like Rangers. The combination of star players, leadership disputes, and media speculation has created a story that feels almost cinematic, with layers of intrigue, tension, and uncertainty. Fans are monitoring every development, insiders are leaking tantalizing details, and journalists are crafting in-depth analyses, creating a feedback loop that intensifies the stakes for everyone involved. Analysts suggest that the resolution of the Tavernier situation could serve as a blueprint or cautionary tale for other clubs facing similar challenges, demonstrating the delicate balance between authority, personality, and team cohesion. Meanwhile, the players themselves are navigating personal, professional, and psychological pressures, trying to maintain focus on performance while managing relationships, reputations, and loyalty. Whether this episode ends quietly with reconciliation or escalates into more dramatic consequences, one thing is clear. Rangers are at the center of a storm that combines talent, temperament, and public attention in a way that few clubs experience. Every move, comment, and decision from this point onward is being scrutinized, and the story is far from over, promising more twists and turns as the season progresses. Greetings, fans. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as it's greatly appreciated by Rangers FC. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments section below. Until the next video, stay tuned.